Welcome to St. John's Stadium, where the St. John's Redskins are hosting the Valley Sanders Pirates. And tonight it is senior night for the Redskins. Kale, what do you think about tonight's matchup?
Well, I think tonight's matchup will be a very fun and entertaining matchup, and I just think that maybe that each team has a chance of winning.
Absolutely. You look at the Valley Sanders roster, it's not a huge roster, but there's a lot of seniors on it. And last year they didn't get to play much, or didn't play at all because of the COVID restrictions. And this year I think they have one win with them. So I didn't look at their overall record. We also have a special evening tonight, as it is Case Heap's birthday. So we'll make sure that we wish Mr. Heap a happy birthday today as he turns 18.
Yes, and it's a shame that he won't be playing tonight due to an ACL
Yeah,
tear.
I believe he tore his ACL, so that's a big, bad, ugly injury. All right, we're about to have the Redskins enter as they go through the banners of "We Love Our Seniors." And there are multiple seniors tonight that have played a lot of football games for the St. John's Redskins. They've had a lot of success, so there's a lot of pride out there by these seniors. We have Mr. Cavey trying to get the Redskins to get in here so we can get into the coin toss and get to the kickoff and get this game started. And here come the Redskins. Here come the Redskins entering the field. Multiple American flags. And a big Redskin flag. Tonight we have our captains. Is number 1, James Thomas. Number 34, Chase Gray. Number 58, Leo Hernandez. And number 75, Ethan Owens. Number 24 for the Sanders, Calvin So, is one of the captains. Maybe 32, Nevaeh Joe. As Mr. Alan Rose, our referee, is giving them pregame instruction, saying, hey, look at this pretty coin that I have. You know, we like to show off our coin. Umpire Curtis Rutherford, he's down there to make sure that he hears what's being said. It's toss, it's in the air, hits the ground. Allen picks it up. Looks like he's looking at the Redskins. They may have won the toss. Now he's looking at the Sanders player, trying to explain their options to him. We have our head linesman, Derek Cavey. And looks like St. John's is going to receive the kick. And our line judge is Trey Hardy, and our back judge is Kyle Marble.
You know, what you said earlier about the showing the coin, is that like a self-burn or something?
It is a self-burn. But, Kale, I have a special coin.
You do.
I do. Got it from the Arizona Football Club for a championship game last year, so I like to show off my coin.
Yeah.
But you seem to have gotten one yourself, so what's up with that?
Well, considering the fact that you gave me one.
I did. Now we're going to go to the national anthem. So we'll take a break while we hear this amazing song. Okay, we're back after that lovely rendition of the national anthem by the St. John's High School band. Kel, I love it when the youth, the students, are able to play the national anthem for us. It brings a little bit more to me, so I love hearing that. So we have Valley Standard Pirates lining up to kick off, and the Redskins from St. John's lined up to receive it. And the referee gives us our signal. Left-footed kicker kicks the ball, and it looks like it goes out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
Now, as a kicker, kickoff specialist, that's kind of how they have it, KOS. You always got to be careful about kicking, because if it goes out of bounds, that gives the receiving team great field position.
Absolutely, Cale. There's 3 different options that you can give the receiving team on this, if you know what they are.
Well, there's a 15-yard penalty.
25. It's 25 from when they kicked
25,
it.
that's...
They
And then
kick-
there's just a leave it there, which, like, say it's an onside kick and they do that, then
Yeah. Well, it's actually 5 from the spot that it went out. It used to be play it there. And we have a throw by Thomas to number 4. J.T. Richardson, pick up about 6 yards. So yeah, you have 25 yards, which the Redskins took, taking it on the 35. It's a 25-yard penalty from where it kicked. They can take it 5 from where it went out of bounds, which would have been a 20. That wouldn't have made any sense. Or they can do 5 yards back and re-kick. So we have 2nd and 4. And a handoff to Afton Cox. Looks like he's able to pick up 5, get the first down. That's a good hard run there by Afton Cox, a senior.
yeah. He is one of our many seniors out there tonight on this field.
Yeah, Afton's played 4 years for the Redskins and played the last couple years on the varsity level, and has made big contributions and had a lot of success. Thomas in the shotgun. Quick pass over the middle to number 20. Breaking tackles.
Oh.
Jordan Mannery breaks it.
Well, that was a perfectly executed play by the Redskins, and now that was just a simple slant play.
That was simple slant play to Jordan Mannery, the tight end. He breaks a couple of tackles and is off to the races. And it's fitting, Cale, on senior night that 2 seniors are able to hook up for the first score with James Thomas and Kyle Mannery. So now we have Leo back to kick. And Leo's a soccer player, turned football player, and is kicking for the Redskins. Kick is up, just misses it. I tell you one thing to know about Leo, though. If you ever go to El Cupido's and Leo's there, just ask for the Leo special. He will hook you up with the best food that you can find at El Cupido's. He's got the secret menu items. He can do it all. Great young man. So 6-0. Redskins take the lead with 10 minutes, 55 seconds left in the first quarter. So we also have a whole list of information, Cale, that we can talk about. A lot of our players from Sanders tonight. Giving them a little bit of love here, because they traveled quite a little ways down here, and they're playing hard, and they're doing their best, and we'd like to give them some credit. Leo setting up the ball. Ready? Leo says, I'm ready. Mr. Rose says, bring me the ball. Leo with a big, strong boot. Gets that ball. It lands about the 2-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. I had to correct Kale given the improper signal for a touchback. And the only reason I know that, Kale, is because I got chewed out last year for giving the improper signal too. So now I do the proper signal.
Well, I was trying not to hit you. Then you started swinging my arm.
So,
But a great kick by Leo Hernandez.
yeah, great. Leo got a good foot into that one. Starting first and 10 for the Pirates on the 20-yard line. Shotgun snap. And number 4 keeps it himself. Quarterback keeper gets about 2 yards. Ball pops out, but right after he hits the ground and the whistle's blown dead. So he has progress of 2 yards. 2nd and 8. And looks like Truman Sleuth, our quarterback, with a gain of 2. It looked there for a minute like he had a little bit more running room than he did, and the hole was able to close quickly by the Redskins.
Ooh. Oh.
And 14 took a shot. I don't know who hit him. Ball looks like it might have popped out. And I think Sanders was able to keep possession of the ball.
And I believe that with the hit, that was J.T. Richardson.
I bet you're right. JT came in hard. It looked like Eric Smith was hit really, really hard. Ball popped out. Now we have officials coming together.
Now, one thing about high school is no matter how many people are streaming it or anything, they don't have replay. Not
And
like
the officials are signaling Redskin football.
now is a good. That's just great for the Redskins because not only are they up 6-0, they also have good position on their 15, I believe.
Yes, sir, on the 15-yard line.
Smack on the 15-yard line.
Good field position. Turnovers, you definitely want to win the turnover battle. St. John's so far is doing that tonight. So they're up 6-0. Ready for plays given. Thomas back in the shotgun. Looks left, looks right. Runs to the right side. Flicks it over to number 80. And I believe that is Wes Scarborough.
And that is our second senior-to-senior touchdown tonight.
Senior touchdown again. Wes Scarborough. Wes is a phenomenal wrestler. And if you listen to Legacy Team Productions last year, the voice of Redskin Wrestling, he'd sit there and he'd say, that's just a Wes move.
Yep.
So very flexible, very long-limbed, and a great wrestler. Did well. He scores a touchdown tonight, and I believe this is his first year playing at the varsity level. Kick by Leo is up. Good. 13-0 for the Redskins. That was a big, strong kick by Leo Hernandez. So we're at 13-0 with 10 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Redskins ready to line up to kickoff. And Kyle Marble hands the ball to Leo. Leo sets up to kick. Officials coming off to the side. Leo says, I'm ready to go. Waves to the white hat. White hat says, oh, white hat says, bring it to me. So Leo with the big boot again. And he drops that one in about the 4-yard line.
Turf Monster almost got him.
Definitely got a little slippage there. And gets out to about the 21-yard line. Good return for Sanders. Great kick by Leo. And that, Kale, is something that's important to notice and see going into the postseason is the fact that Leo can put that ball inside the 5-yard line, giving the other team longer distances to go. How do you feel about that?
I think it's a great job by Leo Hernandez, and I think we should start calling kicks like that the Leo Special.
Oh, the Leo Special. It's almost as good as the food you'll get at El Cupidos from Leo.
And El Cupidos is one of our sponsors, I believe.
They should be. We'll talk about some of our booster club sponsors here in a moment. Give them some love for what they do for the youth of our high school and the programming that they represent. So we're very happy for them. Some of the boosters, SRP, delivering more than power. You have Cedar Creek Stone as Sanders comes up, lined up at the 16-yard line. A little bit of a high snap. Able to hand to the running back. He gets almost back to the line of scrimmage where he is smothered by a host of Redskin defenders. Loses a yard on the play. This is interesting. We must have missed a play, Kale, because it is 3rd and 16, so I must have missed a play.
Yeah, I noticed that during the play, they lost like about 2-3 yards. Just gotta pay better attention.
Yes, sir. Got to pay better attention. Go to this timeout. Let's go to some programming information with Victor Chavez.
We founded Legacy Teen Productions in 2020 as one of the many proactive youth engagement programs that are part of our Legacy Teen Centers. Our goal was to provide high school students with the opportunity to learn about video production, editing, camera operation, and live streaming. Each broadcast is filmed and produced by local high school students and mentors from the Loft Legacy Teen Centers. These broadcasts highlight the athletic skills and talents of our local youth and provide friends and relatives across the world the opportunity to watch our youth compete and perform. These broadcasts would not be possible without the dedication of our Loft mentors, Paul Hancock and Victor Chavez, as well as our amazing. We hope you're enjoying today's Legacy Teen Production broadcast. Legacy Teen Productions is one of many proactive youth engagement programs that are part of our Legacy Teen Centers. We created the first Legacy Teen Center, The Loft, in St. John's, Arizona, in 2017 to provide local high school students with a free, safe, positive, fun place where they could gather together outside of school. The Loft has musical instruments, free guitar lessons, computer access with high-speed internet, video games, art supplies, pool tables, ping pong, air hockey, a recording studio with audio editing equipment, video production equipment,
James Thomas
I
returns it. Flag on the field, and he gets it at the 50, maybe the 49.
All right. And Miss Bishop, I think our sound is back on. We appreciate you giving us a heads up. So we have a flag in the back, about the 34-yard line, Kale. Usually that's going to be your block in the back. Possibly a blindside block. I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to see where our sound was. And it looked like there could have been another one here on the 50, but Mr. Cavey only brought one flag out today, not two. So we're going to look at Mr. Rose, see what the signal is. But St. John's is going back quite a ways. And he gives us the old block in the back foul signal. So that's going to be a 10-yard foul from the spot of the foul. So the Redskins push back to the 25-yard line where they have pink ribbons painted onto the field. Beautiful. Gives some love there. Thomas throws it deep.
Unwinds the deep ball.
And almost picked off through the hands of Charlie Humphreys and almost picked off by number 24, Calvin So. Great effort by Mr. So on that one. Mr. Humphreys is sitting there going, that hit my hands. I should have caught that. Not the easiest one as there's multiple people in the area. Thomas in the shotgun formation. Hand off to After Cox. After Cox splits left. He breaks. Go ahead, Kale, take this.
And down at the 49.
Great run by Afton.
Great run. And one thing I like about what running backs do, which Afton did there, was he saw an open hole. He didn't hesitate. He just blew through it.
That was good hard running by Afton.
Yeah.
Looked good, broke a couple of tackles. He was really close to taking that one to the house.
Nowadays in football, it doesn't matter if you're in the NFL or even Pee Wee. You have to be smart, and that's what Afton did.
You're right. It's a great run by Afton. And as a 4-year player, probably played on the varsity three of those years, maybe 4 of those years. And we have offsides on the nose guard for the Pirates. Got a little anxious. So 1st and 5 for the Redskins. Again, hand off to Cox. Cox up the middle. Derrick Henry stiff arm. Oh, we have a hold. That's going to bring it back.
Now, that run by him kind of reminded me of last season, Bill Stein's game.
Derrick
Henry stiff arm Josh Norman. Now that one too also was penalized.
This is going to be a hold. Kyle Marble, our back judge, threw that one from his position. That's usually going to be a holding penalty, and they'll go 10 yards from that spot. Our umpire, Mr. Curtis Rutherford, is going to march that off and put it down.
Yeah, and it doesn't, even though it was
Results.
taken back, that is a highlights-worthy play.
That was a great run. It was a fun run, exciting. So 1st and 10, results of the player able to get to the line to gain. So 1st and 10, 5 minutes to go. And JT Richardson with the ball, cuts back, and he gets taken down about the 16-yard line.
And
Another 1st down.
Mr. Derek Cavey rules out the 16-yard line, as you said, Mr. Ref.
That's right. About 5 minutes to go. Mr. Rose winds the clock. So let's get this clock moving. I want to be here all night.
Now you also officiate umpire softball and baseball.
Oh, fumble by the
Oh,
Redskins.
fumble.
And JT's able to pick up his own fumble.
As I was saying, your terminology is strikes and outs get you home.
Well, I learned that from your grandpa. Says that's what you need to know. Keep the game moving. Let the kids swing the bat. Let the pitchers pitch, and there'll be better flow, and everyone will be happier. And so that's the goal when you're officiating. You want to just allow the game to progress and have a flow, so that everyone can enjoy the game. They don't get paid. They don't pay to watch me throw the flag.
No.
Hand off to Afton Cox, and looks like Mr. Cox joins the senior touchdown parade tonight.
Now that he is the 5th senior tonight to score a touchdown.
But yeah,
Jay.
because James has thrown 2.
Yeah.
So you're right. That was 4 touchdowns. We've been able to have 5 seniors assist him. Leo's lining up for the kick. And Leo gets it.
Leo
Big
special.
strong kick. Leo special. I thought the Leo special was the long kickoffs.
Well, still, like, to kick the ball through the field to get a field goal takes, even if it's out the 1 yard line, I think takes tremendous ability, because if you know me, I am terrible at kicking.
I couldn't kick very well either. So I don't know how they kick it so well. St. John's has had some great kickers in the past too. Quinn Ashton was a kicker here. Jake Udall kicked well. Leo's kicking. So they've had some great kickers here, and kicking can be a huge part of the game, and definitely getting the victories. So tonight Leo's missed 1 of the 4 extra points, making it 27-0, 4 minutes to go. And Mr. Kyle hands the ball to Leo. So we're going to try to share a little bit. Oh, look at that. So we have Pacer Wiltbank trying to supplant his grandparents as our favorite fans by saying that the best commentators in sports. I mean, we love Pacer,
Yeah.
but come on.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, his grandparents are the best.
Yeah. And there have been many other great announcers.
That's right. His kick came to about the 10-yard line, and Sanders gets to about the 12. Versus the 22. So, some other interesting facts tonight. So, let's talk a little bit about the cheerleaders. They go out there and they work hard, and they do a lot of fun things. But in 2020, they're the AIA State Champion Game Day Crowd Leading Champions. So they're really good, Kale. They have 4 seniors who've cheered all 4 years of high school. Michelle Arona, Elena Morales, Natalie Vallejos, and it's like fallen open. So congratulations to those 4 seniors, having worked so hard.
Sanders in the shotgun, high snap. Those
A great pass, Kale. Got about 11, 12-yard gain on that.
Yeah.
Great pass by the Pirates.
and as you saw, there's great protection, and he did not struggle. He did not try to get outside the pocket. He just sat there, found his receiver for a first down.
That was a great job. And I tell you, Sanders, they're struggling tonight, and a lot of times they do struggle in football. But there are some tremendous athletes up there. They do a great job in basketball year in and year out. And so the athletes are there, and they're working hard, and they're doing the best that they can. And we appreciate them for that. Another pass. Oh, that one's picked off. And that was number 32, Asher Raven, a junior. Let's just take him out of the game, Cal.
Yeah.
It should be the seniors out there. Everything should be about the seniors tonight.
Agreed.
Yeah. So Asher's dad last night stepped out into the realm of officiating the 8th grade football game. He said he's never going to do that again. He didn't enjoy it.
Probably. And I happened to be playing in that game against Ram Valley. Now, it was actually pretty crowded for a middle school game.
Yes, there's a lot of people around Valley St. John's. Snap to Thomas. Thomas takes the ball to the left.
Good old read option.
And breaks a few tackles. Hard run. Made a very difficult run. About 5-yard gain.
Now, while I was sitting here, I was watching that play and think of like how in professional, like sports, like some quarterbacks do them, they just slide like when they see a defender. He pushed through. He got through and turned like a 2-yard gain into a 6-yard gain.
That's great run. So a 2nd 5 for James. Drops back. A little bit of pressure on that one.
Oh, bit of struggle and he catches it.
That's
and great.
Tomas Jimenez.
Yeah. Senior. Now, tonight St. John's has just been playing wonderfully. And but Valley Sanders can still win. It's early in the game.
They can. And they're going to play hard all night. They're going to give their best effort. But speaking of that, it's a beautiful night out there, Cal. A little bit of a breeze.
Yes, it is.
Nice fall feel to it. It's a great football night.
And you can't see here up in the booth, but it could be 2 degrees outside. My dad, Mr. Paul Hancock, will be wearing a short sleeve shirt as he is right now.
Oh, that's a great hit. Great pressure by the Pirates on that one, and a tremendous hit. And looks like it's going to be what? Close to the first down.
Number 11, who for Pirates, Hayden Etzisi. I apologize if I mispronounced that. And he seems to be a bit shaken up as he goes to the sideline.
Yeah, looks like he has a shoulder stinger on that one.
And he is replaced by, I can't really see the number.
I don't know, but Hayden brought the wood on that one. That was a great hit by Hayden.
Number 42, I believe.
Flips the
Lawrence
pass.
Roan.
Incomplete pass. In and out of the hands. Charlie Humphreys trying to get Charlie into the scoring mix. So it looks like 2nd and goal for the Redskins.
So, I don't know if
2nd and goal. Ball's given on an option play. Number 34, Chase Gray.
And he had a touchdown earlier in this game, and he just adds that to his list.
Yep, Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night on a nice option play. Tell you, that's one of St. John's old bread and butter plays, Cale, was an option. And as an official, you didn't like going to option teams because that was when bad things would happen. And they had great quarterbacks here that would just hold the ball into the gut of the running back and hold it till the last minute. And Leo kicks it up and good. Then hold it in the last second, and that running back would get just destroyed, and an official would come running in, blowing his whistle, and as soon as they started blowing his whistle, the quarterback would just flick the ball out to the other back, and he'd have nothing but grass in front of him, and a big long touchdown, and the official blew an inadvertent whistle. Most embarrassing play as an official, and St. John's fans, I'm sure, have seen hundreds of them as we've done that.
Now, James Thomas this year is very fast. Like, this season alone, he's had passing touchdowns, rushing touchdowns, heck, punt return touchdowns.
You know what? He's been Mr. Do-It-All. He's a great athlete, great kid, state champion wrestler, tough as they come. And just so you know, Kel, the other day I was headed to work, and I saw James out there. Huge elk. It just got a big elk. And Leo gets it to about the 5-yard line. And, oh, he breaks it. Oh, and a high hit, but he gets up to about the 35-yard line. Great return by Sanders. And Leo had to stop that one, or else that one might have gone back for 6.
Packed crowd here at Redskins Stadium tonight. And per usual, it is loud. It's great to see all these fans back in the stands, and I just love seeing all these fans come together to support their hometown St. John's Redskins. And that pass was incomplete, broken up by number 1, James Thomas, who not only plays quarterback, but is also linebacker for the Redskins.
Yeah, James closed on that pass play with evil intentions, it looked like. Able to separate the ball from the player. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Sanders under center. Looks like a bad snap. Quarterback might have come up a little too quickly. Ball hits the ground, and Redskins recover the fumble. 34-0. Minute 12 left in the first quarter. Redskin offense goes back out onto the field.
And Case Heap on the sideline with the one-handed catch from the linesman. St. John's in shotgun. Drops back, Laundry on the field, and he's just gonna take it himself. And he goes for first down. Is that a touchdown? It is. But wait, there's a flag on the field.
Oh, another flag. You know, you hate to see that on these long runs. Let's talk a little bit. Hayden Edsey, Kale. You remember he had that big hit earlier a couple minutes ago? Hayden, his nickname, and Hayden is a sophomore, so he's going to be back. Hayden Edsey, his nickname is Cupcake. His favorite color is pink. His favorite class is culinary arts. Favorite teacher is Miss McCarroll. Favorite movie is Luca. He loves jazz music. You don't see that a whole lot by kids these days, but jazz is like, I love jazz. It's a great style of music.
And this summer we went to New Orleans and we even saw a jazz street band, and it was awesome.
It was incredible, wasn't it? In the heart of jazz country, beautiful music, great culinary, great food. It was a great summer for sure. Thomas drops back.
And a diving catch made.
One of his favorite teams is the Ohio State Buckeyes. We'll forgive him. We'll forgive him because, Kale, who's his favorite player?
D-Hop.
DeAndre Hopkins. His future plans is to graduate high school. What's unique about him is he's a very positive person, and he wants to be remembered for just being himself.
Now that's great. And always be yourself, no matter what other people may feel or anything. Always be yourself.
Always. Big hit there is JT gains a few yards.
Now up here, St. John seems to be using the I formation, kind of confuse the Pirates.
Well, they're probably just trying to slow the game down a little bit, let the clock run. You know, they're up 34-0. They really don't want to embarrass Sanders.
Yeah.
So they're going to do what they can to slow the scoring down. Soon, they'll start subbing soon, get some of the younger players in, but they want to get their seniors a little bit of action tonight. Let them. It's not their last home game. They still have 1 in 2 weeks with Holbrook, but it's their senior night, so they want to make sure that they get a little bit of love tonight.
Yep.
So it looks like we are about to go at the end of the first quarter. It's 34-0. And we're going to flip sides, and we'll have Victor give us a little program information about what we are and how we got here. And we'll be back in a couple minutes.
We hope you're enjoying today's Legacy Teen Production broadcast. Legacy Teen Productions is one of many proactive youth engagement programs that are part of our Legacy Teen Centers. We created the first Legacy Teen Center, The Loft, in St. John's, Arizona, in 2017 to provide local high school students with a free, safe, positive, fun place where they could gather together outside of school. The Loft has musical instruments, free guitar lessons, computer access with high-speed internet, video games, art supplies, pool tables, ping pong, air hockey, a recording studio with audio editing equipment, video production equipment, a kitchen, cooking classes, and much more. The Loft also hosts dances, parties, summer outdoor hikes, special events, and much more. We are planning to open our second Legacy Teen Center in Round Valley this spring, The Lodge. The goal of the Legacy Teen Centers is to proactively engage with our youth, provide them resources to learn new skills, build a stronger sense of belonging and personal connections, and hopefully spark inspiration and passion in their lives. I wanted to thank Paul Hancock, Victor Chavez, Hannah Wilkinson, and the Gwynns for making the
That pass just a little bit beyond his outstretched arms. And it looks like there might be a little bit of subbing going on currently on defense for the Redskins is Afton Cox, one of our great seniors, and a leader on this team, is on the sideline now. So it's Pirates down 34-0. Handoff up the middle, gain of about a yard, maybe 2 yards, by number 14, Eric Smith. Going to find Eric in there and tell us a little bit about Mr. Smith, Cale. So cheerleading runs from July to March, Cale. So they're busy the whole school year. They'll be attending the AIA State Tournament this year. Game day is on December 17th. Prom and cheer is in January of 2022.
So, Eric Smith, just looking at this, I like him. His nickname, number 14. Favorite color, blue. Favorite class, PE/health. Favorite teacher, Mr. Forster and Mr. Boone.
Mr. Boone, the head coach. And Patrick Boone, the head coach of Sanders, is a really great guy. I go up there a lot for all the different sports, and I know Mr. Forster, I know Mr. Boone. They're great people up there. They care a lot, so.
Okay. His favorite movie, The Longest Yard. Favorite music, Have a Lot. Favorite team, Valley Pirates. Now this one I like. Favorite player, his teammates.
Oh, his teammates. You gotta love that. Oh, a little bit, pass a little bit overthrown to number 22, Andrew Tishy.
His future plans are carpentry. What is unique about him? Athletic, not lazy.
Ooh,
And he wants to be remembered as a good person.
you gotta love that. Being a good person is important. We're at 4th down now. So we talked a little bit about St. John's and James Thomas, number 1, big leader. He's state champion wrestler. He's played for 4 years. And one thing I noticed about James is, having done a lot of games here, when the lower level games with him, is he's just a great leader, and he cares a lot about his teammates, and he makes his teammates better. And that's what you want as a leader. Tomas Jimenez, number 11, he's a hard worker. He didn't play last year. He's made a lot of improvement this year, and he's come along. He's going to be big for them as they go get ready for the state tournament. One that we haven't talked about, that he's not seeing any action this year, number 19, Case. He tore his ACL in the summer, and so he's out for the year. He might be back for basketball, but ACL is a tough injury. One thing, Case, last year he caught a touchdown in the semifinal game where they lost a heartbreaker to eventual champion Santa Cruz.
Now,
So Case is a big loss this year, though, and it'll be one that they really needed back. So that's a heartbreaker.
well, he did have a spectacular one-handed catch on the sideline earlier.
Oh,
And that is once again Wes Scarborough, who had a touchdown earlier in this game on the other side of the field.
senior connection, Thomas to Scarborough, and Big West. Great wrestler. I used to last year we'd say he had the Gumpy moves because he was so flexible, and they just said, that's just a West move. So
No.
James Thomas catches West on stride, doesn't break his stride, easy touchdown, making it 40-0 with extra point pending.
And all the points tonight, even the extra points by Mr. Leo Hernandez, have all been by seniors.
And up and good.
And he was hit a little there after the kick.
Yeah,
and he
Sanders
still made it
Sanders is getting pressure on the side right there. So
right down the middle.
these kids, they're playing hard. You gotta give them credit. We appreciate them playing and coming up here and playing.
So while we have a moment, right here, Top Gun Victor Chavez is watching the Round Valley Sholo game, where Round Valley is up 7-6 in the second.
And Leo with the kickoff, drives it, to about the 6-yard line.
Leo special.
That's good to have a big foot like that, big leg, taking the ball deep. It's a great weapon to have, Cale.
Yes, it is. And nowadays in football, you have to have a good kicker.
Sure.
Like, if you watch the Cardinals-Vikings Week 2 game, you should probably know that.
That's right. And after Cox, I see he's back on the field. So Coach Morgan's probably rotating players in and out, getting a little bit of playing time, getting some experience as they prepare for the state tournament. A little bit high snap and
Loose ball. And it looks like Sanders recovered it.
second down
Now-
for Sanders.
If my mom, your wife, Miss Suzanne Hancock, were up here, I know what she would say. Hold on to the ball, Petey.
Hold on to the ball. One of her favorite movies, right?
Probably one of the greatest movies of all time. Remember the Titans.
Remember the Titans. It is a very, very good movie. So second about 16, 17 yards for Pirates. Shotgun formation. Good snap. Handoff to the back,
And stuffed
and looks like
behind
he
the
loses
line.
a yard or two.
Stuff behind the line of scrimmage. Now make it 3rd and 17.
Third and 17. Just down the road over there in Cholo, we have a 7-6 ball game. The Elks on top. About 7 minutes to go in the second period. They're a couple minutes ahead of us. We're at 9 minutes with the clock working its way down. Pirates come up to the line of scrimmage.
And number 34, Chase Gray, leaves the game to get a bit of rest. And I couldn't see who was replaced by.
Good snap. Good throw.
Oh.
Just in front of him. Good sportsmanship there by the Pirates and number 32, Asher Raven, patting each other on the back.
Now, one thing I love seeing in football is good sportsmanship. Now, a couple games back, I was playing against Sholo in Sholo on the same field the Round Valley Sholo game is, and I was playing corner for a bit. And after a play, me and their receiver shook hands and just told each other, "Good job."
That's the way to do it. I remember when I was a young official with your grandpa out there, we'd meet with the captains because I don't care how hard you hit each other, just pick each other back up and do it again. So
James Thomas to
James.
return.
And
And-
oh, he gets hit
Ooh.
hard out of bounds.
Got hit.
And shaking hands there on that one as well. That looked like number 4, Truman Sleuth, brought the wood on that one. That was a great hit. You know, if you're Coach Moore, you don't want to see your quarterback taking many of those hits, though.
Now, I've been talking about my middle school season, and one game that we didn't have but almost had was a game against the Valley Pirates. Now, watching here, I know they're down, but they have played pretty well tonight.
You know, they've done some really good things. They're not a bad team. They got some good athletes up there. You know, they didn't play last year. They haven't been able to do a whole lot because of COVID, and that doesn't help them. So at number 3, Jordan Winters, a junior running on the field, and he's replacing number 44, Charlie Humphreys, a senior. Charlie Humphreys is a 6'3" senior, which is a lot of height to have out there as a receiver.
Yep, and height as a receiver is good.
It's very good.
Afton Cox with the
Afton.
move.
Is he going to get
Goes
the corner?
outside.
And
Touchdown number 3 for senior Afton Cox.
that puts us over the 42-point mark, which is an important mark to hit, Cale.
Yep. And
In Arizona, they have the mercy rule, which allows for a running clock anytime there's a 42-point differential. In the first half, you can start the clock, and then it'll stop when the score gets under 42. In the second half, it doesn't stop until the last 2 minutes of the game. So we have a penalty on the play and encroachment by the Pirates as they were trying to get in there to block this kick. When I played way back when the moon was still blue, Cale, the 42-point roll in 1A and 2A, and then at halftime the game was over. We all went home.
really? Is that so?
When I first started officiating, it was still that way as well. So you'd go up to a game like this, and as soon as it hit halftime, you went home with a full paycheck.
Now that's nice. Only half of the job, but yet full of the pay.
And the kick is up and good. So 48-0.
And and with the height of that kick and the length, he could have made that probably from the 40.
You know, you'd like to see that. A lot of teams will start doing that now that they have the point differentials, as they'll have their players run out of bounds, or they'll get close enough, and then they'll start trying to kick field goals. And some coaches think that that's an important thing to work on in preparing for the playoffs, because 3 points can be huge when you get into the playoffs.
Now,
So let's talk a little bit more about some of our Booster Club sponsors. We have Platt Premium Beef, who took over the old Maverick building and are fixing it up. They're getting ready to sell some good beef in there. Some good meats here in town. And we have encroachment on the kicking team.
and now,
E.W. Parker, Downtown Iron, great place to go work out. Open 24 hours. You have a key card to get in there, and you go work out. And you have Black Ridge Physical Therapy, MJ Roofing, Diamond C Feeds. And I'm sure Pace is going to say something about how it's the the best billboard in town, best signboard in town. They always have a great saying. We have the Legacy Teen Centers, the Loft. We also have Legacy Teen Productions, who's obviously presenting this. That's part of the Legacy Teen Centers. We have our Legacy Leadership Club, which is part of that. Nielsen Well Drilling, years and years of experience. They can drill a well, and they've done it all over the state. American Arrow Beef. American Arrow is the one who took over Maverick. Platte Premium, they're doing theirs on Instagram and Facebook. I'm not sure where their place is. Both great families, same family. Pioneer Title Agency. We have Rest Your Rump. Great food down there. Good pizza too.
Adobe Hills Dental.
Adobe Hill Dental. Probably something to do with Smile as that ball comes out. Let's see what Mr. Cavey says. And he's pointing to his right. Looks like Sanders gets to keep the ball.
And one Sanders player is down on the field.
Yeah, his leg probably got rolled up a little bit. So it looks like he's getting up.
And good sportsmanship by number 77, Riley Green, the senior.
Looks like Hunter Whitehair, a freshman, big freshman player, came out of the pile with that football, keeping the possession for the Pirates. So Adobe Hills Dental, you said. Navapache Energy. Now, something nice about Navapache is power goes out, they get it back into us as quickly as possible. They do a great job. Hauser Farms, Gas and Go. Gas and Go, they try to keep up with the same signage as the feed store, but the feed store. And then Beeler Orthodontics, State Farm, and Tucson Electric Power. Our big power plants provide a lot
And
to
now,
our small communities up here. We appreciate them.
now I just have to say, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh, high snap. It looks like that ball is going to be recovered by number 11. Tomas Jimenez. And Mr. Rose says Redskin football.
And it appeared that Mr. number 11, Tomas, and forgive me if I mispronounce this, Jimenez. Jimenez. And I could tell from the booth that he covered that. Once he saw, he just dove for it. Wasn't afraid injuries or anything, just got right on it.
Yep. And it looks like a couple of seniors are sitting here on the sideline. Afton Cox is one. Maybe another one that looks like he's out for now. So Mr. Morgan is starting to substitute a little bit. Chase Gray with about a 5-6 yard gain. Looks like maybe 7. So, and the Redskins, they're just taking their time right now, getting to the line, trying to shorten this game a little bit. So how far would this be field goal wise if St. John's chose to kick the kill?
So
They're on the 20.
So let's say approximately 5 yards. So that would make 25. So that would make it a 35-yard field goal.
A little bit of movement
Or not.
before that play, but Gray gets the ball to about the 7-8 yard line. No call, is it? On the play, and it looks like
And now,
the tee is going in. Coach Morgan says, let's work on our field goals.
and also as we saw there, a freshman, brother of Afton Cox, Mark Cox, has gone into the game for the Redskins.
And kick is up.
The
And good.
28-yard field goal, I believe, is good.
Great job by Leo.
18, forgive me.
And we had a little bit of a foot race between Derek Cavey and Kyle Marble. And Derek, if you go back and you listen to this and you look to see if you were close, you weren't. Kyle had you by about 20 yards in a 15-yard race. Sorry, Derek. Good job, Kyle. Kyle Marvel's one of our younger officials. This is his first year as an official, and I've had him a couple times on my crew, and he's done some great things, and I hope to see him continue and become a very good official. So Leo kicks it off, gets it to about the 7-yard line. Smith running up. Smith's got some room, and about the 30-yard line, he's taken to the ground.
Now some substitutions for the St. John's Redskins, giving some of the younger players some experience, which is always good in football to get experience.
Can't fake experience. But it's good. They're putting the younger kids in there and leaving some of the senior leadership there to make sure that they can have some success, gain some confidence. So doing a great job by the Redskins. Sanders comes to the line of scrimmage, down 51-0.
Trips to the right for Sanders.
The band's starting to kick into a little bit here.
High snap.
It's back to about the line of scrimmage.
Now, while we have a moment, no, never mind. Words left my head.
I think what you're going to say, Cale, is that the Legacy Team Productions is brought to us by Judge Michael Latham and his vision of having proactive engagement and activities for our young men and young women in this community, and give them extra things to do so that they can experience new things.
We also have on the cameras Mr. Caden Castleberry.
And Caden is like our premier. Caden is our premier sports cameraman up here. His sister Brianna Sanchez.
Josie Lynch.
Josie Lynch. Is Dakota here with us tonight, Victor? So we have Dakota working with Brianna. So the program is growing a little bit. We have a great relationship with the high school here, and we're grateful for it, and we're grateful for the youth who are helping us out and allowing us to live our youth.
There's also Mr. Victor Top Gun Chavez, may I remind you, who is also watching the Sholo game. Mr. 6-7 still, almost to the 2-minute warning. We also have Mr. Paul Hancock, who's kind of helped Judge Latham with all this, with all the loft stuff, and with all the loft and stuff, you've been by his side the entire time, haven't you?
I came in shortly after he took office. I was one of his first hires to run the courts programs.
And great return by Mr. James Thomas, who gets it to about the 20-yard line. It's like they'll put it out to 20. Some confusion exchanging the balls.
Yeah, we have a flag on the play. Probably a illegal block.
Yeah, probably a block in the back as
It's a hold.
or a hold.
So 10 yards on the penalty, first and 10 from the 45-yard line for the Redskins. James Thomas still under center.
And some form
Wishbone
of
formation.
Now in middle school we like to call that red formation, and James decides, I'm just going to take it myself. And he gets a great play and gets it down to the 5.
You know, it takes a awkward hit there at the end. That's not a position you want to see your quarterback take many shots like that. A little slow getting up. And James, one of the toughest kids you'll see out there, gets the ball to the 5-yard line.
But great play by Sir James Thomas, and shows his toughness on that one.
Definitely showed a little bit of everything there. A little vision, speed, ability to cut back and forth, and then the toughness to take a big shot like that. Less than a minute left here in the first half. Redskins on the 5.
Redskins in the I form. 2 receivers to the right. And handoff
to number 4. Looks like he is near the line.
They'll rule it at the 1-yard line, maybe half-yard line.
So about the half-yard line. 20 seconds left in the first period. It's 15. Are they going to let this thing go out or try to punch one more in?
Now, why do you right here if I were St. John's? It's 8 seconds left in the half. 5. Just let it run, which they will, because it is now halftime.
And we're at halftime.
And we will soon have our seniors be... The word left my brain once I started talking.
Yeah, it happens to me all the time, Kale. So you're going to have your seniors meet with their parents, and we're going to present them and get a talk about the seniors a little bit. We're going to join the public address announcer on this one, and so you and I get to take a break while we hear from Mr. Bradshaw as he talks about the senior football players as well as the senior cheerleaders. And then we'll also have a young dance team out here, and we're going to try to get them on as well so that their family and friends from around the area can watch them and they can come back and watch themselves as well. So we will be back, but we will join the public address announcer as well.
feel the sun shining. I can see the stars aligning. I know that it's perfect timing. I can feel my heart beating. I can feel the love peaking. I know that we're gonna need it. Just keep that smile up on your face, 'cause everything's gonna be okay. Just sing along with it. I know somebody loves me. Someone be trying to hug me. Road is getting bumpy, but it's gonna be a lovely day. I know you're feeling lonely. Someone be trying to hold me. You can't be acting grumpy. It's gonna be a lovely day. Love, love, love me. Love, love, love me. Love, love, love me. It's gonna be a lovely day.
I wanna go out, dress up real nice, and find someone who's ready to run. But most of all, I wanna have some fun. I wanna have some fun. I wanna have some fun. I wanna have some fun, fun, fun. I wanna have some.
Precision dance. One more big hand for our precision dance girls. Once again, all parents of seniors, please join your seniors down at the south side of the grandstand. At this time, we would like to recognize our seniors. First off, we're going to introduce the football seniors. When I introduce you, please come down in front of the on the track to the middle of the field and line up. I'm assuming we're ready down there. We hope. The first senior for tonight to introduce is Afton Cox and his parents, Peter and Jamie Cox. Afton is a 4-year varsity player. He's been a help to the program ever since. Come on down, come on out on the track and line up out somewhere around the 50-yard line. There we are. That's Afton Cox and his parents. Come on out here by the 50-yard line. Afton Cox and his parents, Peter and Jamie Cox. Our next senior is Chase Gray, who's been in the program since he was a freshman also. Chase Gray with his parents, Raymond and Christy Thomas. Chase Gray with his parents, Raymond and Christy Thomas. Our next senior, big number 77, Riley Green with his mother, Julie Green. Looks like Riley's father's with him also. Our next senior had a wonderful junior year, caught a touchdown in the semifinal game and unfortunately had a knee issue. We want to bring out Case Heap with his parents, Travis and Liz Heap. Happy birthday to you. Next senior came over from soccer for his senior year to play American football. Leo Hernandez with his parents, Jorge and Myrna Hernandez. Leo's been booming all those kickoffs today. Next up is another senior who came over from soccer. This is his first year playing football. Charlie Humphreys with his parents, Chuck and Kristen Humphreys. Next up, we have Tomas Jimenez with his parents, Gilbert and Amy Jimenez. Glad to have Tomas back. He didn't play football last year, but we're glad to have him back this year. Our next senior is Jordan Mannery, or Jordan Skousen. His parents are Russell and Pam Skousen. Jordy, come on out. Our next senior also ran into some tough luck early in the year with a knee issue. Anthony Diamond. His parents, Arthur and Marie Diamond, are not here today, but he's being walked out by Coach Richardson, I believe. And also Soraya Anderson. Anthony Diamond. Our next senior, he's already caught a couple of touchdowns today. Number 80, Wes Scarborough. This is Wes's first year of football also. His parents are Scott and Janae Scarborough. Come on out, Wes. Our next senior, number 75, Ethan Owens. His mother is Stacy Traskos, and his sister Chelsea Owens is also with him tonight, I do believe. Ethan Owens, great job. 4 years of playing football here at St. John's High School. And our last senior football player, number 1, Mr. James Thomas. James is with his parents, James and Deanna Thomas, 4-year varsity player. James Thomas, our quarterback. Congratulations, James. I hope I didn't miss any senior football players. I think I've got them all. Please inform me if I messed up somewhere. We will now move to Spirit Line. We have 5 seniors on our Spirit Line who have supported us. 4 of them are 4-year varsity cheerleaders. First off, we have Eliana Morales with her parents, Bonnie and Madi Morales. 4-year varsity cheerleader, Ellie Morales. If we could get the Coxes to move on down, maybe down by the 40, and everybody else follow them. Let's spread out a little bit here. Actually, keep moving down to about the 35. That's 5 less than 40. Our next senior cheerleader is Natalie Ballejos. Her parents are Melinda and Jerry Poe, and also Eric and Heather Ballejos. A 4-year varsity cheerleader, Natalie Ballejos. Our next senior cheerleader is Phelan Open, 4-year varsity cheerleader, Blue and Anita Open. or her parents. They will escort her out. Phelan Open. Our next senior is a 2-year cheerleader. She's also our soccer goalie, TJ Little, with her mom, Jody Hawes. She is also part of the Legacy Teen crew, camera person. And last but not least, our 5th senior, 4-year varsity senior, Michelle Arona, accompanied by her parents, Mike and Becky Arona. Congratulations, class of 2022 seniors. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all you have done and represented our school with pride and with class in everything that you have done. I wish you the best in everything ahead of you in life. This group of kids will be great. They will do great things. Thank you, guys. One more time, one more round of applause for the seniors. Congratulations. Now let's get ready for a second half of football. We've got a score at halftime in Sholo. Round Valley Elk 7, Sholo Cougars 6. Score from Payson, I believe. Snowflake 35, Payson 10. San Francisco Giants are up 2-0 over the Dodgers. That's music to my ears. Midway in the 7th. .38 in the second quarter. ASU 14, Stanford 7. And the Cardinals play on Sunday. Kel Hancock will be there, I understand. Oh, man. That's right. That's right, during church time.
And we welcome you back to Redskins Stadium to start the second half of senior night. This could be a treat, Kale. Leo's not kicking off.
What? Is that James Thomas kicking off?
James Thomas
Well, this
kicking off.
well, this'll be a sight to see. I guess we can call him Taysom Hill now.
There you go. James Thomas back to kick.
And a pretty good kick, actually.
Got it.
Got it out to 22, and he that was actually a pretty good kick by Mr. James Thomas, the senior.
Yeah, it was a great kick. And
Guess we should write kicker on the roster there.
might need to. Now about Joe, had a hard time picking it up, was able to fall on it, keep possession for the Valley Sander Pirates, and they take over 1st and 10 on the 16-yard line.
Trips to the left for Sanders.
Should be the #1 defense for the Redskins. You like to get them out of halftime, make them run a series or two just to make them keep their focus for later in the season.
Now it appears that number 58 for the Leo Hernandez is injured on the sideline. He's kind of been stretching out a bit.
Probably cramping up as hard as he's had to kick that ball tonight. A little bit of a high snap, throw to number 4, just a little bit low. If you look at the ranking scale, St. John's is sitting at number 12 with a 3-3 record. They've had a tough go at some tough teams, some tough games, where they lost to Sholo, they beat Globe, lost to Round Valley, beat Red Prep, lost to Morenci, went on the road last week, beat Red Mesa 49-8. So now they're playing Sanders tonight, Pinon, and then in 2 weeks from tonight they are hosting the Holbrook Roadrunners, who are having a phenomenal season, one of the best seasons they've had. I think there was an article that said since 1979. So quite a few years since Holbrook's had this much success. And if you look out
And you
to the
lived in
left,
Holbrook at that time.
there was the Holbrook team was here watching the game, doing some scouting. So that's going to be a heck of a ball game
And
on the 22nd, which we will be doing as Legacy Team Productions. And then they close out at Alchese on October 29th.
And during 1979, you lived in Holbrook.
Woodruff. And an interception. Great pick by number 3, Jordan Winters. Diving pick at the 48-yard line.
And that was just a great play by Jordan Winters. Great read. But that was a great ball thrown by quarterback, Mr. Truman Sleuth.
Yeah, that was a great throw by Truman. Great play on the ball by Jordan. So looking at the 2A Little Colorado and Valley Sanders, they're 1-3 on the year. They beat Hopi 26-18. They lost to Alchese 40-0, and then they lost to the 3A Window Rock Scouts 30-8 in Window Rock. And they lost it to the Red Mesa Redskins 22-58. So they've had some tough times. They get Holbrook next week and finish on the 29th in Pinon. And a nice little run by Thomas. And a flag from the white hat, Mr. Alan Rose. He threw that thing 20 yards on a rope. That's probably going to come back as a hold. And he signals a holding penalty on the Redskins. Bring it back down to 1st and 18. Looks like. And off. Pulls it. Cuts the side and makes the corner. Splits the defenders and gets tackled from behind at the 25-yard line. And another penalty. Looks like. And it looks like block in the back was thrown by our back judge, Kyle Marble. Let's look for the signal here. And signals a block in the back. Looked like number 70, Jay Wall, who was leading the way, got a little overly aggressive in front of the play. So the result of the play will still be a 1st and 10. New series of downs for the Redskins. 1st to 10 from the 36-yard line. Hand off to number 4, JT. JT battles for about 3 yards. Making a 2nd down. The clock ticking down to 6:50 left in the 3rd period. Redskins come to the line of scrimmage. JT's the up back. Afton Cox, tailback. Fake to JT. James Thomas cuts it up, but is not able to stay in bounds. Run out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. Looks like it'll be enough for a 1st down. Remember our line judge Trey Hardy on this side signal. And he got the 1st down. Redskins come line. High formation. Fake to the up back. He gets brought down from behind. And are they going to call it? And there's no penalty. Looked like they might have a horse collar on that. The hand got a little bit high. Anytime, Kale, that the hand gets inside the collar or on the nameplate and the player is pulled down from behind, that would be a horse collar tackle. So you don't have to get inside anymore. You just get the nameplate. Get your hand above the numbers and pull a player down from behind, and that would be considered a horse collar tackle. So it's 2nd and 5. And we have an update that the Brown Valley Elks scored again, so they're up 14-6.
At Cougar Stadium.
And ball handle to Afton Cox, gets about 3 yards, 3rd and 2.
Number 63 for the Redskins goes into the game. The freshman, Mark Cox.
Good to see Mark Cox. Hey, Mark's got, he's got a pretty good bullet. It's not as good as his brothers,
Now,
but it's coming.
last school year, actually, he was in 8th grade, and he ran for student council for vice president, which he won. His motto was, respect the mullet.
Respect the mullet. The mullet, a haircut that should have went away a long time ago. And we have Leo Hernandez back for a field goal. He's lined up at the 20, so this will be a 30-yard field goal. Snap, dribbles back to him. James Thomas picks it up, runs around the end, and he is near the stick. But that was third down, so they could still go for go for the field goal again here.
But I think he made the first down.
No, it looks about a yard short. That's one of the benefits of attempting a field goal on third down is that if you have a bad snap, you can do it again on fourth down. Heady play by the senior James Thomas. Leo's lining up again.
But the thing is, like if let's say it's third down and they miss it,
And kick, it's low.
but they don't need to worry about that because
And just to the left, it looks like.
from here it
just
looked
missed.
like that was in.
Yeah, he definitely had the distance for it, but it had to have missed just this side. So, again, it's a good thing to work on and prepare for when you make the playoffs.
But still, if that were me, it would go like into the other field goal.
You kick it so far around the world, it'd go all the way around almost.
No, it'd
No.
be so bad that it goes backwards.
I tell you, I couldn't kick, Kale. So I don't know how they kick it so well and so hard. But
Practice.
It's impressive how they were able to get that boot on it like that.
Practice.
Definitely. And it looks like there's substitutions coming off. Afton Cox comes running off on the defensive side as Sanders takes over, 1st and 10 from the 20. So a missed field goal that goes into the end zone comes back to the 20. It's just like any other kick.
Fakes it to the receiver and hands it off.
Looks like maybe a yard gain on that one. So who else can we talk about, Kale? Let's see, Jordan Manry. He's coming on strong. He's played for 4 years. Chase Gray's played for 4 years. And he's had a couple of touchdowns tonight. Has had a very great game. Obviously, Afton Cox, leader and on this team. Great defensive player, tough runner, heady player. Charlie Humphreys, who was a soccer player last year, has come over to play football. His first year in football, and he's done well. That pass just behind the running back, and he couldn't make the play. So 3rd down. Leo Hernandez also played soccer, but now is playing football and has shown that he's got quite the leg.
He went from football to football.
Football to football. Number 75, Ethan Owens. And Ethan is one of our kids down there at Legacy Teen Centers at the Loft. We've known Ethan for a lot of years, for all 4 years, and he's one that we really enjoy down there and gotten to know him, and we're happy to see him having some success. We're proud of Ethan. Yeah, Ethan has taken up photography with Victor. Victor's a great photographer and has been working with him, and you'll see Ethan at some basketball games and other events just taking pictures with some of the cameras at the Loft. He does a great job. There's a lot of pictures out there that he's done that the kids can take and enjoy and use of their own. We got number 77, Big Riley Green, he's a 4-year player, big lineman, just a good sized body, great little athlete. And then number 80, Wes Scarborough, who's a great wrestler. He's tall, lanky, first year on varsity, but tough kid, great wrestler. And we have a punt by the Pirates. Thomas catches it on the run, has a lot of green in front of him, makes one man miss, makes another man miss, and he's able to run into the end zone. And James Thomas scores his touchdown on senior night. He's thrown for a few, he's handed them off a lot, but he got his touchdown on senior night, making the score 57-0 at the end of the 3rd quarter. So we'll have a extra point try from this side. The officials will have to flip it, and the referee, who doesn't like to move very far, that's why I'm the referee, Kale, because I don't like to move very far, but now the referee has to go from that goal line to that goal line, and that's a 100-yard difference, and I don't like that because it makes me move. So Mr. Leo Hernandez lined up for the point after. Ball is down, kick is up, and good. 58-0 going into the 4th quarter. So now they'll have to flip sides, and we will start the 4th quarter. Again, we'd like to mention that Legacy Teen Productions is a part of the Legacy Teen Centers and Judge Michael Latham's proactive engagement with our youth, giving the youth of St. John's and now the Lodge in Round Valley, the youth of Round Valley, opportunities to be involved and to stay active and to learn new things. And we've been able to partner with St. John's High School. We've partnered with Round Valley and Let's Go Elks to bring different programming and different games to our viewership, and we're grateful for each and every one of them.
It appears that St. John's is putting some backups in.
I hope up 58, 12 minutes left in the fourth, that it's time to clear the bench and get some of our younger players a lot of varsity experience tonight, as the clock will run and it'll be a quick fourth period. As Leo's ready to go. And the big leg of Leo Hernandez puts that one about the 5-yard line.
Leo special.
Leo special. Great little return back to about the 21-yard line. The other score that we were looking at, I believe it was 35-6. Snowflake was over Payson and Payson, and 14-6 Round Valley over Sholo. And the officials are having a conference. Might be trying to discuss who's buying dinner tonight. Oh, looks like there was a penalty on the Redskins. So, personally, when I'm the official down there and we have a conference that long, it's all about who's buying dinner and where are we going to eat. So it looks like the ball is placed at the 50-yard line. Not sure what penalty that was.
It seemed like he was signaling a personal foul.
Must have been 2, Kale.
Must have been.
Must have been 2. So we have 1st and 10 for the Pirates on the 50-yard line.
Mark Cox goes into the game for the
Good
Redskins.
snap.
And nice run.
Great little run here. Oh, lowers his shoulder. Delivers the blow at the 45-yard line.
Big hit.
Nicholas Begay, a senior running back, finishes that one strong.
And we
Great
have
little run, 5-yard carry.
and we have an update on the Sholo game. It appears a 14-14, and Sholo has scored a touchdown and converted the 2-point conversion. So that's 6:06 in the third quarter, tied 14.
Tough game over there. And we knew that was going to be a really good one. 2 quality programs. Sholo's much improved. They're doing a great job. So Carlo Hernandez, the new head coach, who used to be the coach in Coolidge, won a state championship down there. And it's like Mark Cox gets a tackle for about a 6-yard loss, making 3rd and 11 for the Pirates. I only know that it was Mark Cox making that because his mother's sitting right in front of us. And she clearly let everyone know he made that tackle.
Yeah.
It's good to have a proud mother. And Mark is a freshman, and he's a great young man. Comes from a great family, so it's good to see him have some success. 3rd and 11. Handoff up the middle. Gains about a yard, making it 4th and 10 from the 50.
So if you're Sanders right now, down 58, fourth and 10 with 8 minutes left in the game, what do you do?
You know, you just keep working on things, Cale, trying to get a little bit better. Looks like they're lined up to punt.
Looks like they're kind of going for a safe punt.
Yep.
Only one receiver.
Okay, nice kick. Oh, that thing dies. Hits just inside the 20, rolls to about the 10-yard line, and dies there. Great kick by McGay. Pins the Redskins inside the 10-yard line with 7.5 minutes left in the fourth period.
Now miss. And update on the Round Valley Shovo game. Round Valley has just scored and made the extra point, so they'll make it 21-14.
Like Chase Gray and a couple other 48 runs in for the Redskins on offense. Preston Lindsay, 6-foot sophomore, coming into the game. Our cheerleaders trying to get the crowd into it. And St. John's took a little bit too much time and has a delay of game penalty. So that'll back them up 5. Nope. Call the timeout just in time. No penalty. 6 minutes, 12 seconds left in the fourth period. Timeout, Redskins. Again, update on the Round Valley Sholo game, 21-14. Round Valley with a big pass completion for a touchdown. Oh, had the halfback option pass.
Trickery for the touchdown.
Yeah, I love trick plays. You establish the run for a reason, Cale. You establish the run for a reason. You want to get them hitting in on it. And that's like one of old St. John's bread and butters, that option offense. You make them come in after the dive, after the dive, after the dive, after the dive, and pretty soon you're able to get around the end. So do the same thing. You can set up a nice option pass like that.
Now,
It's great coaching. I'm not going to mention Uncle Brad. So Redskins back. Thomas still in the game.
deep ball. Oh.
Just through the fingers of number 44. Charlie Humphreys.
Now, if I were St. John's right now, I'd probably take James Thomas out of the game, kind of give him some rest, and give some playing time to brother of our second favorite fan, Pacer Wilbank, and grandson to our number 1 fan, his grandma and grandpa Bishop, Clarence Wilbank.
It'd be good to see D's get into this game for sure. This is drive up the middle. Making it 3rd down, 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Number 84, Tatum Knight comes running in. Back to the bench, our 5'11" sophomore. So a lot of players are getting a lot of time tonight. So it's good to see him empty the bench. And a pitch to Cox.
Bit of a triple option, and oh no, that is touchdown Redskins.
Big touchdown by Cox as he runs that one over 75, 80 yard touchdown. making it 58-0. Maybe he did. Well, they're giving him a 64, but looks like they are cutting it about a yard shy of the touchdown.
So that'll be first down. Bit of confusion. So Leo kind bit of confusion. I'm not sure what's happening.
Looks like he is out at the 1 yard line. They have Charlie Humphreys lined up in the backfield. Going to try to get the big senior a touchdown is what they're working on right here. So hand off to Humphreys. Humphreys goes in through that big offensive line and scores a touchdown.
And
So
now
I think what happened is all the senior skilled position players were able to score touchdowns tonight, Cale. And they wanted to get him his opportunity.
now I
So
think
with 3 minutes to go, Redskins up 64-0 with Charlie Humphreys getting a 1 yard rushing touchdown. And as he comes off to the sideline, Wes Scarborough meets him with a big hug and other players.
right now I just think that St. John should let all their backups get some time in, because really
And,
they
and we have Leo kicking it.
give nice.
And another Leo special. And it looks like we have a Pirate player still on the grass, and the Redskin players are asking for the Pirate coaches to come tend to their players. This is what you don't want to see, Cale. This game is out of control, out of hand. It's, you know, St. John's has won it. You don't want to see kids get hurt anymore. This is the worst thing to see. But he's trying to get to his knees. Now he's getting to his feet. He's looking off. I believe now coming on, his coach is out there, Mr. Patrick Boone, and it looks like Mr. Forrester has come out to help him as well. So it's good to see him walk off on his own. 2 minutes to go. The Redskins will be kicking off. Again, I'd like to mention that Legacy Teen Productions is a part of our Legacy Teen Centers and brainchild of Judge Michael Latham to bring proactive engagement, proactive models to the youth of the communities of St. John's. We also have some kids from Concho and other areas participating in it, but also now to Round Valley with the Lodge, and give them other options and activities to participate in, and to surround them with good adults. So Leo Hernandez ready to kick off. He puts his foot in it and gets a good kick. Not quite as deep. Inside the 20, where the ball hits the ground and practically stops right there, and it's returned to about the 25-yard line with 2 minutes to go and a half.
No, I think Leo did that on purpose to kind of like chew the clock out, go, well, we're already home, go to bed with the win.
Yep, definitely want to get this one.
Now, I'd say it's probably going to be a long bus ride home for the Valley Pirates.
About 56 miles, Cale. So you like to see the Pirates finish this strong. You know, they've played well tonight. They've done a great job. They've played hard. They've had some really good plays, and they've continued to fight.
Tackle by Mark Cox.
I don't know if you heard that or not, but that was Mark's mom. Minute to go. We'd like to thank our cameramen, Caden Castleberry, Miss Sanchez, and Josie Lynch, as well as Dakota for helping out tonight. Victor Chavez running the ship for us, making sure that everything goes on smoothly. And we have a sack by the Redskins. I'd like to thank my right-hand man, Mr. Cale Hancock, the self-proclaimed executive producer of the Legacy Team
Not
Productions.
self-proclaimed.
Oh, apparently not self-proclaimed. That's right. Last year, Judge Latham gave you that title at a softball game. So, Cale, it's been fun, and it's one of those neat things that I get to do. Is be able to spend some time here with you, living my childhood dream of being a sportscaster. As the buzzer goes off, and a great play by the Valley Pirates, gaining about 8 yards on the final play of the game. So, I'd like to thank all of you for watching us tonight. Looks like 21-14 in Sholo. The Elks over that. Here tonight, St. John's Redskins on senior night win 65-0. We will be back in 2 weeks with the Holbrook Roadrunners come to town, and that will be a very important region game, Cale. It could be for number 1 in this region and an automatic berth into the 2A state tournament. So one of the best teams from Holbrook in many, many years, and they're excited, and they should be bringing a big crowd here, and the St. John's crowd. It should be a fun game in 2 weeks. So we'll be happy to have that game going, and to the Valley Pirates, hopefully that they have a safe trip home, and best of luck to them for the rest of this season. I believe next week they have Holbrook. And the Giants are still up 4-0.